or not, but we'll see. All right, cool. Um, I know a whole lot of people usually just like to follow and then leave right after, or they just ask a question and leave right after. From the people who followed me, who is still in here? Oh, I forgot. Oh, gee. All right, cool. All right. We got three people who are actively watching so far. All right, we got Marshane Wolf. Marshane Wolf is asking, will I reconcile with my ex? Please help. Or Mr. Shane. Sorry, Shane Wolf. Mr. Shane Wolf. Shane Wolf, will they reconcile? So you got judgment on reverse. On a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a no. The judgment on reverse also tells you of a situation that you have been previously told before, or you have seen already before, that gives you some sort of confirmation that you keep constantly ignoring and what decision you should take about certain situation. So if you have been knocking on that door over and over and over again and it hasn't worked, maybe you should probably look for a window, or you should not hit that wall anymore, or you should look for a door. Do you get my gist? Next up, we got Carly. Carly is asking. We also got Reet. Okay. Reet. You're welcome, Shane. We got Carly. Carly is asking. Oh, let me get. Hold on. Let me get Reet, because Reet has followed and they're waiting for quite a while. I remember seeing them. Should I pursue a relationship with Johnson? If not, why? Fight. Reet, on a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a yes. However, this is the five of swords. That's a card of conflicts, and that is also the card of is being right always the best thing to be, or is it worth it? Okay. Um, just ask yourself: have you guys been fighting lately? If you have been fighting, um, is it worth it? So, or if you guys are gonna try to get together, just make sure you don't get yourself in fights. Got Carly. Carly is asking, how does Dylan feel about me? How does Dylan feel about Carly? How does Dylan feel about Carly? How does Dylan feel about Carly? Knight of Cups. This Carly, that's a Knight of Cups on reverse. This is someone who can be very hot and cold. They are not necessarily very romantic. They come over with some sort of interest and then they leave right after. I don't know if that's how the person acts with you, but if it is, you know, um, it's a bad signal and you shouldn't be around them. We got Janice. J, I guess. Janice. Janice is asking, will I conceive this year? Janice, we all know how to make babies, Janice. Girl, you know how to make them babies. Will Janice get pregnant this year? Will Janice get pregnant this year? Oh my God, 6 up cups and upright. That will be a yes. You getting pregnant this year by someone you knew before, by your lovey-dovey person. We got Pari. What Pari did ask? Pari, what did you ask here, Pari? Pari, I didn't even see your question. Pari, did you ask something, Pari? Oh, here, found it. What S think after talking today with P? What S think after talking today with P? What S think after talking today with P? What do they think? What are they thinking? Past fights. They think about past fights. Okay, you got 2 cards. Either past fights or being on the defensive, or maybe they're still kind of don't know about that. I'm still on the defensive. I don't know if I want to go forward with that. That's what it means. All right. You're welcome, Janice. All right, we got. You're welcome, Pari. Prana Tarot. Hello on YouTube's. Hello. All right, who added next? I've already got Reeds. I got Janice. I got Shane. We got Elder J. And we got Gracie. All right, Gracie, thank you for following, Gracie. I'm going to give you priority. Hi, Kristen. How's it going, Kristen? All right, Gracie, thank you for following. Gracie is asking, is this scene between me and Robert serious, or is he just having fun? Serious. You also got the 6 of cups in here. Look at that. He's probably serious. So don't be afraid. Just do what you gotta do. All right. Kristen, if you have a question, you can drop a question. If you just want me to pull a card for you, just let me know, okay? And I'll got you. Thank you so much for the heart. I really appreciate that. Thank you also for following. Is asking, will Ron tell me he loves me? Will Ron tell that he loves we? Okay. Okay. Eventually. All right, we got 2 cards for you that came out. So we got here this little house thing. You see, it looks like a little house, a celebration. Got people all the way back there. So that can also be marriage, a house. That's the foundation. So yeah, eventually. Why do I say eventually? Because you also got the 7 of Pentacles on reverse. So it's not something that is really growing right now. So it sounds inconsistent. It feels inconsistent. Does that make sense? Elder J is asking, will Jazz accept me? All right, let's see. Will Jazz accept Elder J? Will Jazz accept Elder J? Will Jazz? don't think so. I don't think so. All right. I'm not sure. Maybe this is like very 50-50. Why is it 50-50, Alan, when you ask if this person will accept you? This is the Five of Cups. That's a card of regrets, a card of loss, regret, loss, disappointment, grief. As you can see, there's a little guy over here. He's kind of looking at those spilled cups, but on the back side, he's missing two other cups. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're one of those two cups in the back. They might be going through something. They might be going through a situation that they have to get past through. So maybe that's why we might say yes, but it may take a little bit longer than it's supposed to. But it's also very inconsistent. Kristen is asking, what is the current energy of the person on my mind when it comes to me and this connection? All right, let's see. What is the current energy for Kristen and their person coming back? It's looking like coming back. Second time or third time is a charm. That's what it looks like. Walking back to a relationship, walking back to a friendship, walking back to whatever it may be. Somebody's walking back. So that's what it is. You're welcome. All right. We had Gracie. We got Elder J. We got. Oh my gosh. Last one was Gracie, right? Oh, we got we, and I already got we. We got Lirato, but they haven't put on a question yet. Oh, it is. Okay. Is he gonna put effort in our relationship? Let's see. And I just got lost. Okay. Lirato. Is he gonna put effort in the relationship? Is he putting effort in the relationship? Yeah, but you guys might be a little bit incompatible. It looks like there will be a little bit of fights, or whatever that may be. So keep that in mind. Still fights, still fighting, conflicts. All right, let me check on your question again, Pari, asking if it was negative. What I think after talking today with P. I know it was about the growing thing. No, was it about the growing thing? What were the cards I gave you, Pari? We got user number. Julie. Julie is asking, will my husband call me? Or will Julie's husband call her? Will Julie's? No, not quite. It does not look like it, Julie. King of Pentacles on reverse. He is also someone who can be very inconsistent. He's not reliable. But don't take my word for it. You see what the card is, and you match up with the situation. All right. Blessy, thank you so much for following and really appreciate it. Blessy is asking, Jim is asking, does Alberto still in psychiatric housing? Is Alberto still in psychiatric housing? Yes or no? This star, hope healing. On the upright would also, I would consider that a yes. So this person is most likely still healing from whatever happened in the past, okay? Healing and hopeful. Hi, sir. Sign here. Musa just went MIA. He's literally not answering my texts. Is he okay? Okay, let's see. Is Musa okay? Is Musa okay? Is this person okay? The devil. Yeah, he should be okay. Also, by taking on the devil card, this may be a sign of obsession, or this may be a sign that trickery, vices. Take it as it resonates. If you have been obsessed about this person, let him be. If you have not been obsessed about the person, and you feel like they are inconsistent, they playing you around. But don't take my word for it. You match the card with the actual situation at the moment. I'm just giving you the card definition, okay? We got Lee. He's very inconsistent, actually. Yeah. And some people also do that just to get attention from others, and they just don't, It's like, it's what we call breadcrumbing. Oh, thanks, Jeff, for the gifts. I really appreciate the heart me, Jeff. You're really awesome. Hi, Danielle. Sign says we were just fixing things and he just pulls out. Yeah. Now ask yourself, having that devil card giving you the reminder, it's like a unfinished cycle, a cycle that never ends. Is that healthy for your well-being? Is that healthy for your mental space? Going back and forth with somebody about coming back or not, fixing things or not, actually healthy for yourself? Leah is asking, will me and O'Shane be more than just friends? Will Leah and O'Shane be more than just friends? Yeah, it looks like, yeah. So we got the King of Cups. King of Cups on a quick gamble of yes or no. That would have been a yes. The King of Cups is a very loving man. He is very emotionally intelligent, emotionally available. He listens and he feels things in a different level. So I would think that as a very positive. So if that matches your situation, if it's something, a connection that you guys have, just be consistent, just be working, be patient. Relationships grow over time. All right. Danielle is asking, will I lose my job over the dispute between Aaron and I? Girl, what did you do? What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? All right, let me see here. Will Danielle lose her job Will Danielle lose her job over? I don't think so. All right, you guys. I didn't do anything. She's a rude human being, sassy towards me. Which is kind of funny. You got this card. This is the Three of Pentacles. That's a card of working solo. I don't think it's gonna happen though. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it will be a very you know, it will be wise to just not entertain. If that person is being constantly mean and just like a Debbie Downer all the damn time, it's just better to walk away from them, right? And just not interact with them. Because they already have such power over your head at this moment, and you don't want that for your entire time. So I don't think so. I don't think so. But just try to cut off any interactions. After all, it is just work. You're just there to make some money. She's mean to me directly, unsure why, but we work in the same department. Yeah, just avoid her. Just stalk the very basic. Don't be reactive. I would say don't be reactive. Most times people like that are looking for a reaction. So if you need to say something, excuse me, Aaron, this has been done. This is done over there. And you just say the essentials and you leave everything else with a straight face, no emotions whatsoever. They're going to get pissed. And then you're going to try to get a reaction out of it. And they're going to say, okay, this is the information I gave you. Have a good day. And then you walk away. As I've learned, one day, quote unquote, say okay and walk away. You're really good to talk to. Oh, thank you. Believe me, I worked in retail, so I know exactly more or less, maybe more or less how. And I used to work in a very drama-filled place, so you can only imagine my stories. Oh. It's the best thing you can do is just ignore them. You have 2 degrees and you can't find a job. I completely believe you also. I used to work 7 years for this big company, probably about 7 years and a half, and I had at least 7 years as a supervisor. No, not 7 years, 6 years as a supervisor. And I went up as a manager. And it don't matter where I send my resume. I don't know if I'm bad at interviews or I don't know what it is. I apply, nothing. I try to get a job as a front desk agent, nothing. I try to go over here by the restaurant that's literally next block. Not even as a server. So I guess I'm gonna do my own thing. I mean, what we gonna do, right? Yeah, I don't know why. That's the way it is apparently. All right, we got who else is on TikTok watching still? It looks we only got 3 people watching. So I don't know who are the 3 ones. What in the world is going on? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I can't even get a job as a front desk agent. So whatever, right? Whatever. Here I am on the tubes, on the socials. Thankfully, I have someone who actually supports me. Um, he helps me stay alive. I don't ask for a whole lot though. So while I don't get one, I do this. You gotta do something instead of just doom scrolling all day. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's really weird. Let me get a question really quick here. Isabella. Isabella is asking, what does he actually feel about me? Thank you. Isabella is asking, what does her person feel about her? He's a lucky one. There you go. He's the lucky one. He's so lucky. Or you're very lucky. I don't know. Wheel of Fortune for you. By having the Wheel of Fortune in here, I will just tell you, just keep the wheel moving. Don't stop, won't stop. All of them got little books on them. That's pretty interesting. I never noticed that. All of them got little books. Look at that. All of them got little books on them. Hello, Azab Abdul Malik. What's going on with my mental health? Whoa. Well, I don't know what's going on with your mental health. I can pull a card, but I don't know if that's going to resonate. You know better with your mental health than I do. All right. Well, let's see. What is going on with Abdul's mental health? What is going on? That doesn't tell me anything. Well, maybe, I don't know if this may be a message. Try to stay centered. Try to be fair to yourself, fair to others. If you have any sort of authority, try to use it wisely. Take some sort of control over your life. Just don't be simply just sitting and waiting for the emotions to move you. We got Trip. And then we got Libra Girl. Libra Girl. Jewel. Thank you so much. Will Dwayne message me soon? All right. Will Dwayne message soon? Will Dwayne message soon? No. On a quick yes or no, that would have been a no. The card meaning is working alone. Either it can be separation or, just they just probably want to be alone at this moment, or they may be working. I don't know, but this would have been a no. All right. Ange, thank you so much for following. Danielle said, I work in a retail environment, yes, for a regular chain, but what I want to do, I can't do without a master's degree. So I'm in school working towards my master. Nice. I support you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Some days I'm thankful I don't work in retail anymore. Some days I'm not. I used to make not really like, oh my God, good money, but I used to be able to be independent and pay my own bills, so have my own car and whatever. But I was also at that time not going through a really nice phase in my life, so I think everything just compounded very badly. Um, had I had a better mental health back in the day, I think I would have gotten above on the corporate ladder. But also, I feel very thankful that by leaving, it actually gave me time to learn about myself, time to learn about other people, and understand that it is all a rat race. You know, understand about indoctrination, understand about things and concepts that are given to us ever since um, very early. And we take that as a complete truth, and we don't question, and then we just follow, expecting something, right? So that gave me a different vision. And just asking Angelica, did Louise lose feelings towards me? Did Louise lose feelings about Angelica? What is that? Halfway? Okay. Yes. Or no? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to consider that as a probably yes. So on a yes or no, that would have been a yes. However, on the card meaning itself, this is unhappiness. This is a broken family. But the first card that came out, it just came out sideways, is a star. So I was thinking about hoping and healing. If this person had lost feelings towards you, are you guys still together, Angelica? May, thank you so much. You just talk at times. Okay. Well, I will tell you something, okay? If you just talk at times, I'm going to tell you this. Who is the one who is not seen will not be remembered. Someone who is not seen is not remembered. Okay? Period. If you have no constant showing up on somebody's lives, it's the pretty much same as being dead. So if you guys just talk at times, you're not necessarily growing up something. I'm not telling you to go after the man and smother the man, right? But if he shows up at times, he shows some interest. Does not mean that you're gonna open yourself up completely for them. But you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. May, thank you for following. May is asking, is dog happy with is dog happy with who he's with? Oh. And said, yeah, I understand. You're so right. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, let's get May's question. Is Doug happy with the person he's with right now? Is Doug happy with the person he's with? May, we got the hangman on reverse. So on a quick yes or no, I'd say it's a no because I consider reverse a no. However, on the card, meaning this could be someone who has put themselves into some sort of situation. Um, if you look at the hangman, he's not really hanging anywhere. He's just, you know, setting up on a four position, and he's put himself that way. He may not be taking any actions towards it. So that's the part where, you know, you've been sitting on that for too long, and it maybe it's time to move and do something about it. So I don't know if that's you. I don't know if that's the other person, but take it as it resonates, okay? This is just a card for your reflection. Okay. You're very welcome. Adriana. Hello, my name is Adriana. How is Dominique currently feeling about me? Is he waiting for me to reach out? All right, let's get a card. Jesus, that was quick for Adriana. Somebody dropped the ball, Adriana. Someone dropped the ball. I don't know who dropped the ball. This is like not balancing something, not balancing health, not balancing money. I don't know if it will be a not balancing a relationship. Um, I don't know. If you really want it, you can always go and reach out. Would I be in favor of you going and after a man? Probably not. But everybody takes their own decisions. Everybody does whatever they want with their lives, right? So we got Lydia Salgado. Lydia Salgado is asking, what lies ahead for my husband and I? What lies ahead for Lydia's husband and her? Celebration and fights. Oh, wow. So what lies ahead? This is kind of fun combination because one is a good thing and the other one is a bad thing. I would probably try to avoid getting yourself into fights, especially if it concerns the other people around you. Why do I say other people around you? Because we got the Three of Cups. Um, External influences. I cannot tell you for sure if it's maybe a friend, maybe it's someone you guys may be seeing. I don't know. But don't be fighting over maybe a third party in a situation. Okay. If we take those two cards separately from each other, again, the Five of Swords would signify is being always right, the right thing, and you know, the Three of Cups I would also take into consideration as the harvest moment, the getting together. If you guys haven't been together for a whole lot of time, maybe you should spend more time together. That could also be a good idea. Okay. NSF. Like number 2. Oh, I don't. My question showed. Did DW send me a fake friend request under the name Jeremy? Did someone send them a fake friend request? Yes or no? No. I would have been a no. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Who else we got here? Oh, we got a bunch of people watching again. All right. I'm just gonna follow the leaderboard. It's getting busy again. We got Nuabisa. Who's Nuabisa? We got Dark Side and we got JJ. Is Dark Side and JJ still here? Yeah, we got JJ. Is Dark Side still here? JJ, hi hun. Does Amanda want to reconcile? Does Amanda want to reconcile with JJ? Oh, yes or no? We got the Hierophant on reverse that indicates a lack of order, a lack of foundation or keeping up with the appearances, a lack of, or maybe an act of also rebellion. So that is a negative answer. We got Dark Side. Dark Side, thank you for following. Let me get your question now. Where did Dark Side's question went? Where'd you go? Junior, would Janisha reconnect with me? Yes or no? All right. Will Janisha reconnect with Junior? The star. That would be a yes on a quick yes or no gamble. The card meaning is the card of healing, the card of hope. So don't lose your hope, or maybe just wait until she's healing, okay? Or until she's done healing, I guess. All right, all the way down, all the way down. Who else followed? Nivina. Nivina Djurek, are you still there, Nivina? No, guess they left. Who was after Nivina? Pink Sugar. Hello, Pink Sugar. Thank you for following. Pink Sugar. And we also got Honey Bliss. All right. All right, Pink Sugar. If you guys have, if some of you guys have followed me previously, and you still want to help me out, which will be very appreciated, you can simply share the live. That will signal more deals. That will signal the algorithm to bring me more people. Okay, and then it will show up on my screen, and I'll be able to see that you did it, and I'll pick up your question. That is for people who added me before. All right, guys. All right. Will I hear from Tyrone anytime soon? Yes. All right. The signal a yes. Pink Sugar, the Emperor. The Emperor is someone who says they're gonna do something and then they will do. If this man had told you that they're gonna call you, then they will most likely call you. I hope he's very consistent. Is this person consistent? No. In that case, if that person is not consistent, then they need to be more consistent, or you should embody the emperor, you know, make a decision. You know, that's the emperor can be the manager, someone who makes a decision, someone who hits the hammer. This is my decision, and boom, I'm done. So if they ain't filling your cup, honey, if you tell yourself you're walking away, then you walk away and then never look back. So you're welcome. Janet is asking, does Matthew really want to buy a house for us? Girl, what is that question? Does Matthew really want to buy a house? Intuition. Okay. What else? Does Matthew really want to? Anxious. All right. Well, Janet, we got some anxiety over here. Maybe restless. Maybe they're working really hard towards it. So I would say it's probably a yes. Okay. Danielle is asking, what is Aaron's issue with me? What is Aaron's issue with me? Temperance. That doesn't tell me a whole lot, Danielle. Not on temperance. You guys are just two different cups, maybe two different, completely two different people. And you may remind them of something they just don't like. And some people just love drama. I told you. You got temperance, you know. Some people just love drama. Some people just love to hate people. There are people in this world who will take the time of the day just to step on others. They will take the time of the day. I am doing this, you know, however many hours a week, and I see some people who will come out of the woodwork just to put the other ones down. So, and it's unfortunate to know that there are people like that in the world, but it is true. Alexandra, thank you so much for following. Alexandra, and will Noel and I be together again eventually? Okay. Yeah, there should be an opportunity coming soon. On a gamble of yes or no, I will consider that a yes. Okay. We got Jamie James. Thank you so much for the heart puff. Adri, thank you so much for the heart. Jamie Jams, Jamie. Will my husband and I get our relationship back on track? Will Jamie and the husband get their relationship back on track? Hey man. Hey man. So on a quick gamble of yes or no, that would have been a yes on the card meaning of the hangman. This is usually the card that tells you to stop and think and take a pause and look at things like you're upside down. That means, you know, look at things as through a different perspective, through a different lenses, through a different angle. Okay? So maybe putting yourself in the other person's shoes, or maybe as the other person putting it in your shoes. It's a relationship. The both of you need to sit down and talk and make sure that you both are still aligned with the same goals and you both are getting into an agreement. If there is no agreement, guess what? There's no continuation. Okay? I hope that helps. We dated in ninth grade. I moved. We reunited 28 years later, have been together for 5 years. Yeah, that's enough. 5 years. It's a very long time. So you guys probably know each other enough, but still, just because you know each other enough for that long, it does not mean that you guys need to sit down and get into an agreement. Agreements, not just vomiting feelings, not just vomiting, complaints. It is actually sitting down and setting up an agreement. Boom, hit the hammer. What are we gonna do forward? Hit the hammer. Adriana, thank you so much for the gift and also the shares. I really appreciate you. Adriana is asking, is Alejandra a good romantic option for me? I really like her. All right, let's see. Let me do a quick shuffling here, guys. It's been a little while. All right. Adriana is asking if her person is a good option. The star and healing. All right, Adriana, we got the star. On a quick gamble of yes or no, this would have been a yes. If you're gonna take a look into the card meaning, this can be hope and this can also be healing or having the North Star to look at, right? So if I was in your shoes right now and I would have somebody ask me about healing or, hopes, do you see yourself with this person for the next, I don't know, 5 years? Do you feel good when you're around this person? Do you actually have, actual chemistry? Can you guys talk for hours without getting bored of each other? If those are good signs, yeah, that may be a good person for you. Does this person, just by being by their side, do they actually heal whatever you have from the past just by being on their side? This could be a good sign also. Now, if you don't have any of those feelings, then you need to sit down and you need to assess the situation. Okay? I hope that helps. Adriana says, we both ended relationships in October and I really like her. We laugh a lot, but get mad, jealous easy. Well, if y'all get mad and jealous easy, you gotta ask yourself, why do you get jealous? And you know, is it a insecurity that you have? It may be an insecurity that she does have. What can be worked towards that problem, right? You've done the first step is identifying the problem between the both of you. You get jealous on each other. So as I said earlier to Jamie, it's about sitting down, having a conversation, and getting into an agreement, right? Hey, Ethereal Moon, I'm doing well. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Adriana said PTSD from past relationships. Yep. You just can't take those past relationships into your new ones. And that's the biggest problems that people bring, right? If you're getting with a new person, you start fresh. All right. But we talk it out, so I appreciate that and tell her that all the time. See, that's you got the first step. You got to identify the problem and you got to, you know, actually say the things that you need to say. You just got to put it in practice. Ethereum Moon, it has been good. Oh my God, yesterday was such a good night. It was, I was on TikTok after midnight. Yeah, it was like busy. Didn't get a whole lot of gifts, but I got a whole lot of engagement, so it was really cool. It was really cool. Daddy's Princess, thank you so much for following. In Stitch Mama, thank you for following also. Madeline, does Ivan, the boy in class, have a crush on me? All right, yes or no, Madeline? Does Ivan got a crush on you or not? Look at that. Oh my God. I don't think so, Madeline. I don't think so. I am so sorry. Look at that card. Jesus. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Ugh. Of course, Ethereum Moon. I'll get you a card. Anything for you, honey. You've been giving me the support since day one. Madeline, the 10 of swords on reverse means that the worst is over, the betrayal happened, or things are not going the way you wanted to, and now it is time to move on. That's what it means on reverse. Okay. When things are not going your way and then you're just sick and tired of it, but you keep hitting on that very same thing, you just gotta leave it alone and move on. If the person decides to come back, then that's another story. But if that's not the case, it's just better to leave it alone. Happy to see your channel growing and continuing. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, me too. It's YouTube is super slow. Oh my God, I am almost at 1,000 people on TikTok. Balancing. Ethereal Moon, we got the 2 of Pentacles on reverse. So be careful to not drop the ball about something. I don't know. You probably got, I think I got this card for you before. I don't know why. I almost think I did. So try to balance things out. Try to not drop the ball. If you got responsibilities to take care of, try to manage on your responsibilities. That's pretty much what the 2 of Pentacles is about. If you're having a problem with health, also, it might be time to take care of that. Managing your time, your finances, your attention that you give to people, your channel and your work life. Yep. So try to be strategic about it. Maybe if you are strategic about it, look at data. I'll tell you this, go look at data. Look at the data and find out where most or what time most of your people are on, and instead of being on at certain times, just come in every time that they come in also. So everybody hangs out together. Does that make sense? All right. Let's see. You're very welcome. All right, we got Daddy's Princess Annabelle. You're welcome. We got Annabelle. Annabelle is asking, will Zach and I get together in January 2026? Shit. We got a yes. So on a gamble of yes or no, that would have been a yes. Four of Cups also signifies, you know, a opportunity being presented and not necessarily looking at it. So I don't know if maybe he's like a slower person to catch up on things, or maybe he needs some reminding. Take it as resonates. We got Lou Love. Lou Love. Lou Love. Will financial gets better? Will financial get better? Let's see. Will lose financial get better? Will lose financial get better? Justice on reverse. Lou. We got justice on reverse. On a quick gamble of yes or no, directly speaking, this would have been a no. Justice, we also take a look into how, if you are dealing with maybe things that are not legal, things that are not right, or just be also a reminder that cutting corners is not going to help you. You got to balance it out, how you're thinking and how you're doing, how how you manage everything around you at this moment. So take a sit down, look at yourself, just like the justice is looking at you, ready to swing, and make sure you're doing the right things. If you feel like you're doing something that is not correct, not good for yourself, then you're probably right. Adriana, Tuli Maziba, no, it's rigged. Was Zach looking at me and smiling at more? Is that him coming closer to asking me out? Annabelle, that's like Annabelle. Annabelle, you gotta be a player, Annabelle. You gotta know how to play, honey. You gotta play. Okay. So if you really want this person to come after you, then what would you do? You just get closer to him somehow. Just hang out in the same places, have the very same circle of friends. Find a way to get yourself closer to that person, so they can actually create the interest. Smiling at someone and looking at someone a little bit more does not necessarily mean that they are completely attracted to you. Okay. So be practical. I'm gonna have to pull y'all from your clouds. Like, mm, y'all just sitting on them clouds all day long. Tonya, is Tonya still here? Tonya, are you still here? Bennett, are you still here? Tonya and Bennett. Tonya and Bennett, are you guys still here? All right, Tonya's here. All right, let's get Tonya. Tonya, hello. Tonya is asking, does Johnny want to be in a relationship with me? Does Johnny want to be in a relationship with me? Does Johnny want to be in a relationship with Tonya? Queen of Swords. Shit. All right, Tonya, on a quick gamble of yes or no, there is a inclination for yes. The Queen of Swords will also give you the meaning of someone who speaks out the truth, somebody who's very outspoken, someone who cuts off the bullshit. So this could mean many things, right? Either it can be you being very logical and telling yourself, hey, it's time to cut off the bullshit. If you ask if somebody wants to be in a relationship with you, you start being logical, assessing what are the actions from this person. Do they actually take care of you? They check up on you. They do many things towards you, right? If they are not, then the Queen of Swords is telling you to, be realistic. Y'all be realistic. Be realistic. Tonya, be realistic. You're welcome. And if the guy's coming towards you, then that's cool. You just entertain it until it grows. But all right. Let's call for Bennett. If Bennett does not show up, I'm gonna move on. If any of you guys have added me in the past, it will help if you share the live, and I will be able to see you on my feed, okay? Dream Chaser, are you still there? One, Dream Chaser, two, Dream Chaser, three. Moving on. Okay, and nobody else. Adriana, thank you so much for sharing. All right, we got Miranda from New Zealand. Hi, I need help, but I have no money. Sorry. Can I get a reading? Miranda, I can pull a card for you for free, just like I do for everybody else. You're gonna ask me a question. I'm gonna give you an answer based on that card and your question. Okay. We got Mia. Mia, thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it. Mia, did you ask your question yet or no? Oh my goodness, you guys. You just got in? Okay. Don't forget to drop your question, all right? Carol, thanks for sharing. All right. In the meantime, all you guys who followed and shared, I'm gonna get questions from peeps who have not done anything, I guess. We got Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Crystal is asking, is DJ being distant? Why is DJ being distant all of a sudden? Crystal, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I probably don't know why. I will tell you, I read the cards and I read them cards, but I can't read minds, okay? But I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Oh, I'll try to find a hint for you. All right. Why is DJ being distant from Crystal? The world. The world on reverse. Okay. So we got the world on reverse. This indicates a unfinished process. This indicates can be also defeat about something, a disconnection. So I would say either maybe you or maybe him did not finish something, or you guys did not make a decision about something that is simply not giving the closure. You guys need to take care of what needs to be taken care of. What is the context? Did something happen between the two of you guys? He's just acting different, not messaging. He might be occupied with something and kind of ignoring you. Well, if it's kind of ignoring you, then you kind of ignore him. You kind of ignore him too. You kind of ignore him too. He hasn't texted back, but I wanted to double text. I mean, if you're really, really that interested, if you really, really want that, then you can always be like, "So, hello." Don't say nothing, okay? Don't say no. Don't be like, "Oh my god, are you mad at me?" No, don't do that. That gives it away because they're gonna get the dopamine. But I will totally be like, "Sup?" and see if he answers. And then if he doesn't answer, then you ignore him for good. There you go. Danielle said, "You're a trip." I mean, I try my best. I try to give at least look, Danielle, look. At least I am not filling y'all's head with lies. I'm not filling up y'all's head with, unrealistic expectations. I'm not telling y'all that you're gonna get a soulmate tomorrow. Okay. I am honest. I give you guys both options. If you guys want the yes or no, if you want to gamble on a yes or no, I give you guys the yes or no. And otherwise, I will pick up what the card is telling and what you can do with that answer. There you go. You know what I mean? Hey, Hannah, how's it going? I mean, I just give you guys what the card means and what you can do with that, just so you can guide yourself. Because I can't do stuff for y'all. All right, Maya. Let me get Maya. Mia. Will I reconcile with Milud anytime soon? Empress. Oh God. Okay. If you want a yes or no, that would have been a yes. Okay. This card also reminds you to maybe become the Empress. You know, be pretty. She, you see her, you look at her, look at her. She's pretty. She's very feminine. She's connected to nature. She's got a really nice. Is that a couch? Yeah, it looks like a couch. She dresses well. She's got some good old makeup. Um, you know, maybe this means go take care of yourself. If he shows up, great. You're looking prettier than ever. If he doesn't show up, at least you're still pretty. Put yourself first. Exactly. Yep. Mm. All right, let's see who else is helping out here. Night Owl, thank you so much. Night Owl, thanks for following. Since you followed, I will just give you priority. You're very welcome, yeah. Night Owl Kendrick. Kendrick is asking, did I pass from my previous grade? What are you doing? Did you go to school? Let's okay. Another one. I will pull a card for you because you're following, but let's be realistic here, guys. If you don't study, you're not gonna pass your grade. Did Kendrick pass from the previous grade? King of Cups. Shit. King of Cups on reverse. On a gamble of yes or no, your odds are down for no. The King of Cups is also someone who also, as you say, studied in stress. Yeah. You may be very stressed. You may be feeling a lot. I don't know. Maybe something is catching your attention. Maybe you're moody. Maybe you're telling yourself that no matter what you do, you're gonna pass. But if you don't study, you ain't gonna pass. Oh boy. What camera, Jade, am I using? I'm using the it's supposed to be the DJI Pocket 3, but mine is the Extra Muse. It uses the same hardware. It's like about $100 cheaper. But that's what I use. It's a really large sensor, so it almost looks like an actual big camera, but it's not. It's really small. I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is that I don't my microphone. I have to actually connect to the computer, but it's all good. But it works really well. I love it. It's got great quality. Danielle is asking, will my son ever get married? LOL, not true. I never study but pass. Well, I mean, some people can, but if he's worried about that, if he's really worried about passing, then he should be studying. I mean, if you're not worried about it, you're just winging it. You can't always wing it. I mean, study boy. Oh, that's funny. All right, got everybody. Let me see. I got everybody. We got Emerald, Emmanuel. Will I be rich this year? Did you get a question, Hannah? Did you drop a question or no? You just want a card? I don't see your question. I only saw you saying that's true. Hello, guys. It didn't show up on my side. Just put in your question. All right. All right. Emmanuel is asking if he's gonna be rich this year. The fool. It's sideways. It is sideways. All right. I'll get you another one. Reverse the world. Yeah, bud. All right, so you got the Fool on reverse. So I'm not gonna give you a yes or no on that. But that means you either need to start something new, or you're being a fool by asking that question, right? And we also got the World, which could signify that you have something you have not finished. Um, or you may be the type of person who gets things started and you never close the cycle, which is funny for me, because this is the first card of the Major Arcana, and this is supposed to be the last one. So it's almost like you don't get started and then you don't finish either. So ask yourself, be realistic. Are you being realistic with that question? Because by asking if we're gonna be rich, everybody can ask that. But are you doing what you're supposed to actually get rich? All right, I think I got everybody that's been here so far. All right, I got all the new ones. Now we're gonna play around with the other ones. Hannah, if you ask me the question, it still did not show up. Try to put like with dashes or dots or something. Um, yeah, I don't know if maybe maybe the tubes is censoring you. I don't know, but it did not show up so far. Danielle is asking, will my son ever get married? Does her son? No, too many cards. Nope, that's a no. Hold up. Will Danielle's son ever? Nope, too many. Oh my god. Will Danielle's son ever get married? There you go. Yeah, eventually. Eventually they will. Yeah, look at that. 6 of Cups. Eventually. Now I see it. Thank you. Eventually. See, eventually. Eventually. Maybe he needs to look at somebody from his past. Eventually. Does Enrique loves Edson? You're welcome. Suzanne, I will get yours right after this one, okay? All right. Does Enrique loves Edson? Does Enrique? Well, that doesn't tell me a whole lot. No. That so doesn't tell me a whole lot. You got this one here. I would have said no. But also it's like you're not necessarily bound to the situation, or the situation is not as bad as you claim. That's the card of the Prisoner, right? And then when I asked for clarification, I got the Ten of Pentacles, which could be success, that could be inheritance, it could be expectations from above. You might need a little extra context on that. But I don't think it's necessarily what you're thinking. All right. Suzanne is asking, is Eon? Oh, Jade got another question also. Is Ian the one for me? And will he be back soon? Oh shit. That sounds like an ex. Is Ian the one for Suzanne? And will he be back soon? All right. You can on a quick yes or no, that would have meant a yes. But this is the card that signifies healing and hoping. What I can probably tell you about that, you can always heal yourself from whatever situation has passed and keep hoping, but make sure you're not stuck. Okay. Because if you're stuck, you're not really healing. So you need to make yourself a choice. You heal and then you want to move on, or you want to wait forever for that person. That's your choice. Okay. I know. Shit. Yeah. Just you're welcome. Let's see. Jade. Let me get Jade's because she's gonna get buried over here. Jade is asking, when will I be moving to Oregon? How many years or months? All right. Give me a number. So I'm gonna ask, give me a number of when you're moving to Oregon. When will Jade be moving to Oregon? Please give me a number of years or months. 21? 21. 21. I gave you 21 for the world card. It came on reverse. Being on reverse. Years or months, I don't know. They don't tell me. They don't tell me nothing. You want me to lie and give you a random number and tell you what spirit that told me? I can do that if you want to. 21. Since it came on reverse, also it may be important for you to start closing, getting ready. Or maybe it could be also give yourself a date. You tell yourself when you're gonna move down there. Yeah, exactly. Gotta start working. Yeah. That can also be a signal. So if you also put 21, it could be 21 months. It could be 2 years and 1 month. It could be 3 years because of 2 plus 1. Um, but it all depends of you. You gotta start taking action. If you want to go to Oregon, guess what? Ain't nobody gotta simply just come over. Hey, you want to come over down here? No, you gotta find your way over there. You know what I mean? I have a side hustle right to go. I haven't used it yet. Yeah, first of all, you gotta take action. If you don't take action, it ain't gonna happen. If you just sit, it ain't happening. I have told myself, I don't know how this tarot thing is gonna go. I'm gonna try to get up to 1,000 viewers. And apparently, I have found a strategy. Apparently, a few things are working. Some days I feel like nothing is working, but it's a small process. It takes time. It takes time. Sometimes I get more people watching. I've been talking to more people and getting to know the people that actually watches me here. So it's a process. I've been wanting for the weather to calm down. It's been raining in California, slowly getting hot. I wish I was in California. Mm. All right, I got Sassy at Times and Madison. Thank you for following. We got Teresa. Teresa, thank you for following. Teresa is asking, is it Frey? How would say it? Frey. Does Frey or Fress still loves Teresa? Does Frey still loves Teresa? Oh, no, those cards are getting, my finger is getting slippery. Shit. Hold. Not fulfilled. California is a good place to live depending on the city. Yeah, I've always wanted to know California culture. I've only been there like for a few, maybe for a month. When I was on my Britney Spears phase, I was having a Britney Spears phase, so that didn't work out. So I'm not in California no more. Anyways, Teresa, where you at, Teresa? Are you still there, Teresa? Hollywood is okay, but I wouldn't recommend to live there. I've been visiting is good. Yeah, I've always wanted to be in like actually live in California because that's crazy. I could tell you like Britney Spears. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Britney Spears, but um, those old divas from the times when I was a teenager. Um, it's okay. Now I outgrown them. Nowadays, I listen to Dolce. I listen to Doja Cat a lot. I listen to a lot of Doja Cat. Oh my god. Hollywood is okay. Wouldn't recommend to live there. Been there. Visiting is good. Yeah. The reason I always wanted to go to California was because I used to live in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. So I'm from Rio, and it's like Brazil. The two biggest cities in Brazil are Rio and São Paulo. São Paulo, you can probably compare to maybe like New York State, you know, which is very metro. And Rio is comparable to either California or Florida. Well, most likely California. Yes, I am Brazilian. I am Brazilian. I am from Rio. That's funny as hell. Uh, are you from Rio? What neighborhood do you live in? What's your neighborhood? I'm from Bangu. Bangu, Tijuca. Yeah, I'm from Bangu, baby. Jade said, if you're planning to live in California, just be prepared for the heat. Sometimes it's in the 90s. Oh, honey, Brazil, Rio goes to over 100. Okay, we go over 100 degrees. It's that bad. We go over 100 degrees easily. And I used to live in the hottest, literally the hottest neighborhood in the entire city. And with no AC, no air conditioner, No air conditioner, baby. We just it's like raw dog. It's burning raw dog over there. Mm. But I love it. I love coming back. Oh boy. Hey mama, how's it going? Paridikana. Hello, new subscriber. Paridikana. Hello. How's my future? What ahead of my career and relationships? All right, I'll pick one card for you, okay? Yeah, mama, I'm from Brazil. I'm from Brazil. Hi, Serena. All right, let's get this question here. Paridikana is asking about their future in career and relationships. What do they need to hear? The Magician. Oh my God. All right. All right, Paridikana. I don't necessarily look at the future, okay, because in my quiet opinion, looking at the future is kind of useless because the future really depends on what you do today. Mm. It's what you need to do today. And mm, oh my God, my throat. I apologize. Uh, so you got the magician card, okay? The future is what you do today, the actions you take today. So I can't really look at your future and tell you you're gonna be a super rich person, but today you don't take any action whatsoever. All right. Um. So this card signifies that you are able to do anything you look or anything you look forward to do. You got all of the resources. Or you can be, if you don't have all of the resources, you got to ask yourself how to be resourceful. And that is, today I have a notebook and I have a pen. What can I do with that? Today I have a computer and a mouse. What can I do with that? Today I have a camera and a microphone. What can I do with that? I got cards. What can I do with that? So it's about being resourceful. Okay? Be resourceful and you get whatever you want. Mama said, I love the matte black polish. Yeah, I kind of like it too. It's just too bad I didn't see at the time. Them ladies, the lady that was taking care of me did not do a very good job on covering my entire finger. I mean, it's just been maybe like 4 days since we've done it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 days. And it's already kind of like, I don't like this very much, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the color. Well, let me do your nails. I would slay them. Thank you. Oh boy, you guys. You're very welcome. Yeah, I'm sorry. I sometimes I tell you guys I don't look at the future and I really don't, right? But the main message is what you guys do about the situation today, right? If I tell you what your future is going to be, then you're simply going to sit and wait and hope, right? and that's really not realistic, neither for myself or for you guys. So the least I can do is give you some sort of guidance and where to look at. Alan, could you pull a card about my ex Agnaldo? Does he still hold feelings for me? Mama said, yes, we have to work for it and manifest. Yeah, exactly. I did wish a long time ago there I would have a following, and at that time, I had people making fun of me about it, and they laughed about my projects. They laughed about my efforts, and even though it took me 2 years to actually start and being consistent about it, even though it's really slow, it's not as fast as I thought, it's not as easy as I thought. Um, I can still see slowly growing, so I will keep trying as much as I can. Agnaldo. Hinam. Uh, we got the world. It's a closed cycle. It's a closed cycle. All right. Mama said, period. And maybe yours completely tenfold. Thank you very much. Thank you. The same for you guys. Is let me get a few questions because now it looks like they got at least two people here that needs to. They need their fix. Three people. They need their fix. All right, we got Madeline. Madeline, I got your question earlier, okay? So I'll give priority to the other ones. Um Lindsay, will me and my wife reconcile? And then said, as I assume, that I'm in peace about it. Before I get to a new question, I gotta stop this and another one. There you go. Second video. Cool. I'm getting more efficient. Anyways, um, Madeline, I answered your question earlier. Didn't you had another question earlier? No, Lindsay, sorry. I had to interrupt before I got your question going. All right, Lindsay is asking if Lindsay and the wife will reconcile, start healing. So, on a quick gamble of yes or no, this will point into a yes. And the star also, I'm getting the star a lot today, guys. Um, but this is the time where you need to start healing. Okay. Focus on healing. Focus on healing. You can be hopeful, but surely you need some healing. If they come back, great, profit. If they don't come back, at least you are healed from the situation. Okay. Madeline, you can ask extra questions as long as it's very slow and we don't have newer people who is also asking questions. Because if I am going to give you 50 different questions, then I will need to start charging you or ignoring you. If it's slow, I don't really mind. If it's slow, I don't mind. If nothing's happening, I don't mind. What? Okay. If it's low, I don't mind. But if we got new people in, then I gotta help out the new people too. Because you already had your turn, so we gotta let them have their turn. Oh, you're fine. I'm just explaining how it goes, how I operate. I mean, I really appreciate you being here and all in all, but Swedish Miss, hello. Bible studies asking, will I get pregnant this month? All right. I love those pregnant questions. Have you been what have you been doing to get pregnant? Are you working on getting pregnant? Are you a lot? Hmm. You working on that? Gotta do that. Because if you don't, then you can't get pregnant. All right, folks. Let me. I need to go get. All right, Madeline. I'm gonna get your question real quick. I'm gonna go take a break, guys. I'm gonna take a break. I need to take a break because I need a break. Yeah, Madeline, drop your question. Angelica, why P ghosted me? Um, I don't know why they ghosted you, Angelica, but just says it could have been something that was really unfair between the both of you, and now things are being balanced out. It could also mean some sort of communication. It could be also communication and a unbalanced situation. Thank you. Thank you. I saw you. I was talking to you earlier. She said, "Hey, the account that faked being you, I reported and they got restricted." Yeah, I don't know why. Like while I was talking to you, and then you became unavailable, so I was like, "Oh shoot!" But yeah. But thank you for doing that, guys. By the way, I got a doppelganger. Apparently, I got a doppelganger. Getting so famous. I must be doing something right. Anyways, guys, I need to go. I'm gonna whip it out right over here. Jesus. Let me go. Madeline is my soulmate. Man, you guys see it. It don't tell me. That don't tell me nothing. Is the soulmate a man? Oh my god. Shit. Woman. I don't think so, Madeline. We got three women over here, Madeline. We got three women. See, there's a woman, there's a woman, and then there's a woman too. All women. Three cards, all women. I don't know about that. Hmm. Maybe it's a woman. It's 2026, baby. We can be whatever we want nowadays. Oh shit. Lizzie Lou. All right, Lizzie Lou, you're the last one. Lou, you last one. Um, Lizzie Lou, will Craig ever commit to Mia? Oh my God! Look at that, Lizzie Lou. Lizzie Lou. Lizzie Lou, look at that. You got the Six of Cups. That's the card of nostalgia. They feel good and good stuff. I would say it's a yes, baby. It's a yes, baby. All right, folks. Now I'm leaving. Okay, guys on YouTube. I don't know if you guys still watching, but I'm gonna shut down for a little bit. I should be back in probably an hour or so. I need a break. Okay, my back is hurting in this chair. And I need to do my basic necessities. Okay, so you guys have a good night. If I don't see you later, and I really appreciate you guys for being here. Okay, thank you. I'll see you later. And